Today I'm sharing another treat with you that I make for my family during the holidays here in the mountains of Appalachia. Instead of a sweet one like I've been sharing, this one's more of a savory one. Sausage balls is what it is, although we do make a sweet dipping sauce for it that I'll share the recipe for that too. Very, very simple. I did not grow up eating sausage balls. Granny didn't make them. When I was first introduced to them was after I met Matt, was his stepmother, Janet. We call her Nana. She makes them every Christmas for the holidays, for her family, for the Presleys, and they're really good. Everyone always looks forward to them. Well, about 5 years ago, Corey was working at a place, and during the holidays they had like a potluck where everybody brought different things in. And there was a lady that brought sausage balls with a dipping sauce, and Corey just loved them. So she got the recipe, and she come home and made them, and they were so good that I started making them too. So this is the recipe that we use, that I'm going to share today. And if you just look in the description below, you'll find a link that'll take you over to my blog where the recipe's kind of all written out for you if you'd rather do that instead of worrying about writing it down as I go over it. But I'm going to tell you now what you need. So you need 3 cups of the original Bisquick bacon mix. So I have that. 1 pound of uncooked bulk pork sausage. That's just whatever kind you prefer. If you wanted it really spicy, you could get the hot kind. If you're like me and you don't like hot so much, just go with the mild. 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I've shredded my cheese. 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1/2 cup milk. And we're going to mix all that together, and then we're going to, I've got the oven over here heating up to 400 degrees, and you can either grease your pans or you can lay out parchment paper or foil, either one. We're going to after we get all that mixture together, we're going to shape it into balls, and then we're going to bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes or till done. Your oven may be different than ours is. And when you're baking them, but when you're making them, actually, before you bake them, the size is really up to you. You know, you could make really big sausage balls if you wanted to, and think of it more like a meal instead of a little snack, or you can make them really small. I would say that I make mine the size of a golf ball, something like that, maybe a slightly smaller, but about the size of a golf ball is the size that we go for. So now I'm going to start mixing all this wonderful stuff together. Okay, and you can use a spoon or something like that, but it gets where it's just easier to use your hands. I've washed my hands really good, and so that's what I like to do. But if you want to wear gloves or try to use spoons, that's perfectly fine too. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of break up my sausage. And then I'm just going to start adding all the stuff. I'm going to add the Bisquick. Already smells like breakfast. I'm going to add my Parmesan cheese, my shredded cheese. It's kind of stuck to the bowl where I grated it. And then my milk. And then I'm just going to start mixing it in, kind of like you're kneading bread or something. And it takes a minute or so, more than a minute. It takes a few minutes. Okay, I think I finally got it all mixed up. Kept my one hand clean. I'm going to grab my pans. I got Corey to fix them for me. Over here, grab this one, and then just start putting them out. So again, I make mine about that big. That might be slightly smaller than a golf ball. And then I just start putting them on the pan. This part is a great part if you have little kids or younger kids to help you roll up all these little balls. It's kind of like playing with Play-Doh almost. And it makes it go faster if you have someone to help you like that. And, of course, if it's a younger person, you're building wonderful, wonderful memories. So I got Corey in here to help me finish them up, and we ended up with 40 sausage balls. So that's, depending on the size that you make them, that's how many we ended up with, though, but yours may be more or less. Now we're going to bake them, and then once they're done, we'll show you how to whip up that really great sauce that goes with them. We just got the sausage balls out. Now I'm going to show you how to whip up the really easy sauce that you can dip them in. So it just takes apple jelly. I've got some I canned, but store-bought would be fine, and mustard. That's it. It's genius. So, and it's just to taste. So I usually do maybe 2 spoonfuls of jelly, and then just squirt some mustard until I think it looks right, and then I taste it and see what I think. So that's just what I'm going to do. I should have shook the mustard up first, though. I'm going to get me another spoon to just do a little taste. Corey said she thought I put too much mustard. I don't think so. I think it's perfect. You can taste the mustard, but you can really taste the jelly too. Okay. Corey, you want to come and taste?
Yes, I do.
Get us a little bit out here. And then Corey can tell me if she thinks I need to add more. Wonder if I can... They kind of get golden brown on the bottom there, if you can see. They're just really, really good. See that wonderful smoke coming out, I hope. It's dinner time, so I guess this will be mine and Corey's dinner today. Good?
Pretty good.
Think it's got too much mustard?
Not really. I don't want it to be too sweet. Man, this is good. The sauce, though, is what makes it so good.
Well, they'll still be good without it, but the sauce definitely takes it up a notch for sure. So we hope that you enjoyed seeing how to make them. They're pretty easy to whip up. They store good if you want to. If they last long, they don't last very long around our house. If you want to store them in the refrigerator, in the last year or so, Nana's been putting them in the freezer for Papa to eat for breakfast, and then he can just get a couple out every how many he wants, maybe fry up an egg or something, and then you've got a really good breakfast. So we hope that you'll share if you have a variation of sausage balls, we hope that you'll share that with us in the comments. And as always, we hope you'll continue to drop back by often and help us celebrate Appalachia. And one more thing, I will link to this whole playlist of Christmas treats that we've been sharing.